The CalGang database and gang enhancement specifically targets Black and brown folks. They target them by the neighborhood they live in, by the people they associate with, and if they have a family member who's also in the database labeled a gang member.
Gang documentation has affected my family's life in a major way. My second oldest was documented at 17 years old without any criminal record, any criminal history. Got a letter in the mail stating that he was being documented as a gang member for wearing gang dress, which is just wearing the colors. And now here we are 3 years later. He was charged with an assault from a video that was found on a cell phone of a fist fight that he was in when he was a minor years ago. Without a victim, without anyone ever pressing charges. It was just a video found by a gang suppression unit detective.
At the age of 13, I was placed in this database, and it was used against me at every court hearing.
I was allegedly convicted of a crime that only convicted me of 1 year in prison, but because they documented as a gang member, I was sentenced to 6 years with half based on gang documentation. It gives them gang enhancement, so anytime a documented gang member allegedly or commits a crime, he's enhanced, affecting my parents, my mom, my father, my whole entire family. I was the first one to go to prison.
My charges didn't carry much time, but based on the fact that I was a documented gang member, 2 years could have possibly been eight or 10 years, and the crime definitely didn't fit that time, and they back us into these corners to where we're like, oh man, I don't want to be in jail that long, so we take deals, and that's just crazy and unfair.
And I got a call one day from one of my young people, Nicholas Hoskins, and he said that they were trying to give him life in prison for Facebook post. This young man has a sentence. He's currently in prison. Nicholas Hoskins has a life sentence, and he has not been accused of committing any crime.
So now he was charged with that assault just for being a gang member, and he'll be doing a 5-year sentence, and then he has an additional 2 years of a gang enhancement sentence. So the 2 years is just for being a documented gang member. How long is he going to be gone for?
5 years.
How do you feel?
Not good.
Why?
Because I'm going to miss my older brother.
How do you think he's going to do? You can't be the same when you spend the end of your teens and early 20s being raised by the prison system for something that somebody else who isn't a documented gang member wouldn't have even been charged with.
And that was a hard pill to swallow, because we're taught that America has a justice system and it's based on actually doing something.
And because of these laws that have been passed and legislation that has been passed to discriminate against them through enhancements in order to give district's attorney an unfair advantage for plea deals, the impact of that has been the targeting of and taking advantage of the communities that are most vulnerable. So we need to do whatever we can to change this biased and unfair system that is harming not only individuals directly, but the families that they belong to and the communities that they're a part of.